From Nashville's WSM Radio, the original home of the Grand Ole Opry, this is a Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast.
Hey, it's Charlie Matos, and in this episode of our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast, you will hear from the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry, Ashley McBryde. It was a very emotional Saturday night, December the 10th at the Grand Ole Opry, when Terry Clark officially inducted Ashley McBryde as our newest member. But before we get to that, holiday food traditions and some very interesting choices among our Coffee, Country, and Cody crew. Enjoy our podcast, everybody.
Reading the story of your favorite country music celebrities and their family's most unique holiday meal traditions. Which for Brett Young, I forgot Brett's a preacher's kid like me. He said every Christmas Eve, my dad was a pastor and a woman from my dad's church would make him homemade tamales. Not a Christmas dish. Well, it is in some parts of the country. Thanksgiving more than Christmas, but still over the holidays. But we would have tamales every Christmas Eve. Justin Moore, gumbo. Got a South Louisiana wife named Kate.
Yeah.
Straight razor-toting woman.
We made codfish cakes every Christmas Eve. That was the tradition.
Codfish cakes?
Yeah, like a crab cake instead of cod instead of crab. They're not like an icing kind of cake.
Legitimately, that's where my line
No.
went.
And they're quite good, depending on who makes them. Yeah, my cousin Lou was the best at making them.
Depending on who makes them.
Well, they can. It can be a
caveat.
horrible fail. Let's just put it that way. But when Lou
I
would bring them over,
Charlie,
we would all eat them.
You spurred the most wonderful memory. Aida Stockwell, New Braunfels, Texas. No matter what you fixed. Fred was a salesman. It was his mom. And from Mexico. And she married one of those hard-headed Germans from the hill country of Texas. So hence the last name. But Aida, she's the one who told Julio Iglesias in Las Vegas when she met him that he needed to do something about his skin.
What? What did
she was giving him skin tips. Your skin is much too dry. You need to do something. Julio, this is very serious. And she just did.
Oh, my
word. But no matter what you made, she would say, Fred, because he would imitate his mom and say, it is good, but I can make better at home.
I can make better at home.
And if it was a Mexican dish, it would always be, you know what is missing? A little bit of chili piquin. A little chili piquin. That was That was a cure-all. Who else?
Oh, my goodness.
Apparently, Tim McGraw and Faith. Tim, he loves to cook, but he does
spaghetti and meatballs, right?
Yes. Yeah. Very good.
I knew about that one. That one's like a big. I think he even posted the recipe for it.
Says it takes him 3 hours to prepare it and make it and let it slow cook for a long time.
Wow.
It's a hit for all the family members, including Faith Hill and the three girls.
Tim, I have a recipe. It takes me 15 minutes. I open the jar and I pour it in the pan, and then I get the bubbly water going, get it all boiling, and I open the box of noodles and put them in there.
Yeah.
I'm ready to eat in 15, man. I can save you some time.
The Prey-Go's hot by
3 hours
right?
is a long time.
Somewhere Faith is going, Tim, do it Kelly's way. We can eat sooner.
Jackson is almost 10 years old. He had never heard of SpaghettiOs. That came up in conversation.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
There's a distinct flavor of SpaghettiOs.
Yes.
Do you think
it's not pleasurable, honestly, but it is very distinct, though.
Now that I think about it, because I loved it. I loved spaghetti.
I
As
think
a
the
kid,
word you're
too.
looking for is preservatives.
Well, there's that. There is that.
No, but there is a distinct thing to it, though.
I wonder if it was. This is horrible.
You could say that about sauerkraut.
Well, I wonder if it was the metal can, because I've heard from a lot of people that you should never ever have tomatoes from a metal can, which I still do, because the acidity from the tomatoes like leaches. And
I think certainly that was more prominent many years ago
when we were eating them in the 80s.
Because they
sure.
coat that now.
Yeah.
On the inside.
But in the 80s, the SpaghettiOs that I remember eating definitely had a metallic taste or something.
Yeah. Did you splurge for the ones with the little mini meatballs?
Those were
that's
delish.
What I'm talking about. Yeah.
They were delicious. You know what I loved, though, and I still love? Raviolis, little raviolis.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Chef Boyardee raviolis. Open a can of those, I'm good to go.
The meatball is always, to me, like the mystery thing that's always inside, like the wonton of wonton soup. Like, I don't know what that is. I eat it. I have no clue as to what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like listening and watching all over the world. Yes, this is Party Central for the holidays.
This is what we do.
Codfish cakes and SpaghettiOs.
That's right.
Wouldn't that be great if you went to a party and that's what they had? I just went to Don Schlitz's house for Schlitzmas. And
they didn't live like this.
They didn't have SpaghettiOs.
They have codfish cakes?
Stacy, they didn't.
See?
Next year.
All right.
Next year.
Okay.
They had the full sushi bar downstairs, and let me
Did they
tell
really?
you what. And they were rolling sushi. If you wanted something, they didn't have it. They were making it for you right there.
Don was making sushi?
Not Don.
Oh, there was like a chef.
He had
okay.
a real chef.
Are you a California roll girl? What's your go-to?
Well, I unfortunately cannot partake in much sushi anymore because I'm allergic to crab and avocado. Both came late in life.
Well, you're no fun.
I'm no fun. It broke my heart. And, it's one of those things where you've eaten it your whole life, and then all of a sudden one day you're allergic to it. It was crazy.
You should
That's
do the,
wild.
You should do the spider with the soft shell crab because there's none of either in that. Or like the eel, also no avocado or crab.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and you're
I didn't
probably
know
actually
that.
allergic to pollock because no one ever uses crab. It's always the fake crab. So it might be the pollock that you're allergic to.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's bring in some crab tomorrow
Let's
and have
not.
you eat it and see
no,
what happens.
sir. Gonna hard
So
pass
the question,
that. Thank you.
question is, where do you get get the crab for a fake crab?
Yes.
Crab with a K?
It's like, where do you get the seed for a seedless watermelon?
Oh, that's funny.
Great mystery. Kelly Sutton's Entertainment.
All right. Well, we were talking a little bit about Cody Johnson. He loves this time of year. He said, you know what? This is one of my favorite holidays. And here's why.
I'm a very Christmas guy. Like, my Christmas starts before Thanksgiving, and we start getting ready because I just love the joy. I love the joy. I think it changed when I had kids. It's all about my kids.
That's right. He's got daughters, Clara May and Corey, along with his wife, Brandy. They're all featured on holiday album Silent Night. If you're listening to a Cody Johnson holiday album, then you can hear all three of them singing some background vocals and being a part of that. He says that he likes all kinds of Christmas music, and he has a new Christmas tune called Christmas All Year Long. He also has one called Hat Made of Mistletoe, and he does some favorites like Willie Nelson's Pretty Paper and Feliz Navidad. So if you're looking for some Christmas music, check out Cody Johnson's Christmas. Ashley McBryde is our new sister at the Grand Ole Opry. This all went down on Saturday night. It was incredible. Terry Clark did the honors, and here's a little video and audio to go along with what happened when Ashley stepped into the circle.
I went to my dressing room to finish touch-ups after I had already begun crying. And Winona walked into my dressing room and said, I can't believe you're here. And she said, I had to be here. I had to support you. And how is that real life? And I said, why do we do this to ourselves? We just stand here and cry. She said, because what we do is important. And that is very true. I'm sorry if I'm making you tear up. Permission granted. It's okay to do that. It is important what we do. And this moment is the biggest of my life. And if it is your first time to be in the Grand Ole Opry, this is what it feels like every time you're here. It looks like it's made of brick and mortar, but it is pure, pure love. That is what you're experiencing here. So, thank you. I know what this means. I know what my responsibilities are. I take them seriously. And God bless country music.
Ashley McBryde on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, our newest member.
And Mike Terry on his Facebook page minutes later, she set down her member award that she was holding in that video. And Mike Terry said, hey, need to be careful where you say.
Thanks for listening to the Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And please leave us a 5-star review. This podcast was produced through the facilities of WSM Radio in Nashville, Tennessee. The hosts of Coffee, Country, and Cody are Bill Cody, Charlie Matos, and Kelly Sutton. Producer, Eric Markham. WSM General Manager and Director of Content and Programming, J. Patrick Tittle. Copyright 2022, Opry Entertainment Group Holdings, LLC.